Hi, it's Joe with Luna. Hi, Luna.
Hi, everybody.
How's it going?
It's going good. It's going good. Philly is actually getting a little bit cold. It's like now officially fall weather.
Change the
Um,
seasons.
yeah. Um,
So, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about today, because I don't know if you know, I think I told us before, but us at Prep Agent, we're starting to move towards trying to help people with their online marketing after they pass
mhm,
their exam.
mhm,
So we just don't help them pass the exam, but help them above and beyond in the way we know how. And obviously, we're an internet business, so that's what we do. And one of
right.
the things that we talked about was Instagram. So you use Instagram pretty well, except you
Yeah.
started it for your fitness. Before you were a real estate agent, you were a fitness person. And fitness people are very well known for using Instagram because, it's very image oriented. You show the exercises, you show people's progress, your progress, other people's progress. The
Mhm.
question is changing that following you have from fitness to real estate. And how do you feel about it?
Well, I'm not changing. I'm keeping them both because
Okay.
I feel like me being a realtor and then I'm also a fitness person, it just draws more attention. People are like, "Oh, she's interesting, you know. She's not just a realtor. She's not just post listings." Because what I see most realtor in Philadelphia, what they do is they have a business page for their Instagram. So everything that they post is all listing. So imagine who would only follow that? Like maybe people who also do real estate. Like I don't understand that. I think in order for you to have a following, you need to give first. So my mentality with Instagram is, on my Instagram, sometimes I'll post, motivational stuff with fitness. And then I'll also sometimes mention, oh, hey, I have a listing or I'm doing an open house. And people are like, oh, so in their mind, they're like, oh, she gives great tips on fitness. She also does real estate. And if we're ready to buy, maybe, we should DM her. So,
So that makes a really good point. One of the things I always tell people is you do not use social media to get sales. You use social media to build trust.
mhm,
And what you're doing is you're building trust, which obviously will lead to sales. Because what you're saying is just posting houses, that doesn't build trust.
yeah.
It just kind of shows property because it doesn't show who they are.
And
For
that's what
me,
everybody is doing. You
right,
don't want to be average. You want to do something different.
it's very unoriginal. So for me, there's three things people should be focusing on when they post on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever it is. One, obviously show the properties like those people are doing. Two, show the community because you got to show that you're an expert in the community. So push
Hmm.
the community wherever you can. And three, what you're talking about, show yourself. Be
Yeah,
you. So you got to separate yourself. And that's where that fitness could kind of come in handy.
right.
It shows
I
that you're
mean,
a person above and beyond just real estate.
yeah. So if you wanted to make your Instagram, sometimes people are just not related to fitness. You are 100% a realtor, maybe try to think if you were an investor or if you are a first time home buyer, what would you want it to know? So instead of post the listing, maybe you should post like a video because Instagram allow you to post 1 minute video. So post a 1 minute video, be like, hey, 3 great tips that I can give to first time home buyer. What are the things that you're looking for? What are some good questions that you should ask your realtor about? So like try to come up with the question that you are educating people, you're helping first time home buyer or you're helping, real estate investors.
That's a great
Like
one. So I'll
change
add
your
that to my list of three. That'll be four things.
okay.
Because I just think
Yeah.
I make this list because I just think people should plan ahead. If it's just social and you're just doing it for your friends and family, by all means, just post away, post randomly. You
Right.
know,
Also, there's a little trick with Instagram. Sometimes use the hashtags. So use the hashtags very smartly. Instagram allow you to post 25 hashtags, 25 to 30. If you add way more, sometimes they won't allow you to add this, like they won't allow you to post it. So use it very smartly. Like if you want to promote a real estate related post. So, make sure you hashtag real estate agent, real estate life, realtor, your location. So, like me, I will use Philadelphia, Philly. We love Philly, Center City. Those are great hashtags for promote your real estate related post. And you can just put it in a notepad and for 25 hashtags. And next time when you post something similar, just copy paste it. Also, you don't want to make your post look so long. So you can add those hashtags to a first comment. So just comment on your own post and then put those 25 hashtags in below. So it looks cleaner when people go through your newsfeed. It's not like a whole chunk of hashtag. I don't know if that makes sense.
It did make sense. And just to finish what I was saying before, then I want to follow what you were saying, is when it's social, you can post whatever you want. It doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
when it's your business, you want more of a plan, which is what you're talking about here. Now, that was amazing. I wanted to write this down. I'm totally going to watch this video now. But let's back up for people who are new. There's a lot of older people entering social media. A lot of things are scary. What is a hashtag?
Hashtag is that little sign, like that sign that
it's the little number sign.
Yeah.
Let me take a stab at explaining it for people who are brand new. I often explain it to, like, if you're at a party with like 1,000 people, okay, and you just want to see the people who are wearing red shirts, hashtag is like a little invisible sign that finds only people who are wearing red shirts in the party. I mean, it's trying to simplify it because a lot of people who are not social media savvy are entering the business and they see hashtags. They're like, well, I get it, kind of. But it's kind of like if you push a button, red shirts at the party, then all of a sudden you're in the room with only people with red shirts. Then you could push another button and say, people with hats. Boom. Like hashtag hat. Then all of a sudden that party is just people with hats. Is that a good way to explain it for people who are brand new?
I think so. It's like you will categorize like what you try to show. So when people are actually looking for something, they like, on Instagram, you can also search hashtags. So you, like I did a post
like red
on
shirts or hats?
Yeah, it will come out. Like the most recent post, it will come out from the hashtags. So I did a post, I was doing, explaining like a brief introduction. It was actually on like the most like viewed post on Philadelphia, hashtag real estate, hashtag fitness. Because nobody actually posts something that related so much. So it was on the top if you see the newsfeed. It's kind of hard to explain without, we put the little Instagram thing on the top. People can actually visualize what we were talking about without, like if they don't really know Instagram that much. Do you know what I'm saying? So like if we could post like a little thing on what we were talking like on the side next time, it will be helpful for them to understand.
The more I'm thinking about this, the more I realize how helpful this is. And I think you and I can get better at explaining this. But it's something we want to follow up with because I just love Instagram. I did not before. I did not. But I just love because people just love looking at the pictures on their phone. And it's just so easy. The other reason I like it, because I don't know if it's going to drive a lot of sales. It's going to be the end all. But it's so easy to do. You just, boom, take a picture, boom, it's on your phone. Done.
Also, one thing to add on to Instagram, I don't know if you know this, Joe. There's another feature. It's like Snapchat, but it's called Instagram Story. So what I do with Instagram Story is I will sometimes post like my daily life. Like if I'm going on a showing or if I have an open house, I'll post on the story because I get more people looking at my feed every single day with, the more following that I have. So it's a great way to promote your business as well because people actually do read that. It's like Snapchat, but it's not Snapchat.
Right. Okay,
So
and then we'll get
like,
into Snapchat a whole nother time.
Yeah, well, Snapchat is, I think Instagram is better than Snapchat because Snapchat you would have to put your, account name and everything to get on Snapchat. But Instagram is just, if you have Instagram, Instagram has another feed that likes Snapchat. So you get more following and people watch your feed a little bit more.
And Snapchat's also a much younger audience, correct?
That's true.
And so for those people who are listening who are like, what? What's Snapchat? Like our older viewers, I'll just tell you guys, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't look at the Instagram right now. Another time we'll talk about Facebook a little more. Obviously, we'll talk about YouTube because that's actually Luna and I's bread and butter is the YouTube.
Right.
But Instagram is just so easy to do. So even if it doesn't drive a lot of sales for you, it takes a second. You take a picture you like, you put it up, you're on your way. It's really easy. So, anything else you want to add?
So for those people who are new with Instagram, using the hashtag that I mentioned and then also use the location. when you post something, you can add on your location. If you do add your location, when people search it, you will most likely to get more likes and more views of the things that you want to try to say.
Well, I think that was hugely helpful, and I think this is something we should follow up on. What do you think?
I think so too. I can get into more depth.
Yeah, because you know
If
a
we have
lot
more
more than I
time.
realized. Good for you. Yeah, good stuff.
I mean, I just wish that I can help like young realtors or even people who, you know, just start to using Instagram. It's a whole different world. And I started learning this a little bit more with like, you know, I have a new friend that I just met. He's a photographer. So he taught me a lot more with marketing through social media as well. So I'm just very glad that I'll be able to use Joe's platform to help more people. I mean, I enjoy helping people. And, you know, I'm very real. Sometimes I get a little, you know, chatty. But yeah, I mean, great stuff. If people have any questions, just, you know, comment down below. I'll be happy to answer that as well.
All right, great. And once again, look for Luna's channel in the comments below. And this is Joe from Prep Agent. And I'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon, Joe. Bye.
Bye.
All right, sorry. The intro was a little weird.
I'll look at it.
Cut that.
I'll edit it. If it's a little weird, I'll cut
Every
it.
time the
But-
intro
but-
is just weird.
Can I
I
tell you?
just don't know how to behave myself.
No, it's fine. I'll if it's bad, I'll edit it. But
I just feel like the more we do, I'm getting more and more comfortable, and I'm just become more and more chatty.
which is actually
Like,
good because I was actually
feel
thinking about
comfortable.
it. Is I want to become more chatty too. It's because I don't want us to become too boring.
Yeah,
So
I
more
agree.
real. But anyway, so I want to tell you, as I'm thinking about this, I would
Yeah.
love it if we could do more topics like this, like have
Okay.
more of a point, more social media stuff. Because
Your social media, your Instagram is good, but like I said, maybe you should put the hashtag on your comment. And then
Okay.
when you do it, you put dot, like 5 dot 1 2 3, and then hashtags like all below on your comment section with yours.
I'm going to start doing that. It's a good idea.
Yeah, because
But
it looks like better,
It's
cleaner.
just one. Here's one thing. One, that's the direction I want to go in. Is a little more social media help. You know, after people pass. And two, you could talk intelligently about it, which you just did. You could talk super well about it. Whereas before, we're talking
People
about
don't call me dumb. Don't you call me dumb.
no, right. Before we're just talking about your experience as a new agent. Now you're like really offering information.
Really?
Yeah, like you were offering things. I literally wanted to write that down. I'm like, oh, that's a good point. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I was like, I'm like, what story?
Wait, you should record this too, because I think it's funny to watch.
Right,
honestly.
maybe I will.
Like, you know, at the end, maybe you can put like what is it called, blooper? You know how like other people do, like the funny ones at the end, like, you know, they were laughing.
Yes.
You know, yeah, because like that's funny.